The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
The Jets interviewed who? The latest name is baffling. We'll talk about that and more. Boy Green's going to join us as well. It's the Jake Asman Show. New intro, and it starts right now.
Man, our Jets are primed to win another offseason, baby. We bleed Jets green each and every day. Will the playoff drought finally end? Who's the coach? Who's the GM? Who's the quarterback? At least we have Garrett Wilson. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinn Williams. Prepare to be underdogs. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show.
Here we go, Jets fans. Welcome in, everybody. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Make sure you remember that if you want the show in audio form, it's available on Apple or Spotify right after the YouTube show is done. So keep that in mind that you can get the show back in audio form after the fact. All right. The Jets have added a new name to their list for head coach. And when I tell you this name, I think a lot of you are going to be like, what? Who's that? The guy is Mike Loxley. He's the head coach at Maryland. I'm just going to read you his resume, and you tell me if you think the New York Jets are making a wise decision talking to this guy. Mike Loxley has a career coaching record of 35-67. He's coming off a 4-8 season with Maryland this past year. At New Mexico, he was 2-26 as the head coach. He's never won more than 8 games in a season. So I understand the Jets are conducting an extensive, wide-ranging search. But what are we doing? We're going to interview Mike Loxley, and John Gruden and Pete Carroll, to my knowledge, have yet to be requested for interviews. How does that make any sense? I'm not saying you got to hire Gruden. I'm not saying you got to hire Carroll. But if we're going to interview Mike Loxley, why aren't we talking to two guys out there who want back in, who have Super Bowl rings on their fingers? You know, this right here, a Super Bowl ring. You know, I know we as Jet fans, we don't know what it looks like, but, you know, the Jets have won a Super Bowl before. And when you win, you get a ring. And there's two guys out there who have won Super Bowl rings. And guess what? The Jets feel like they don't need to talk to John Gruden or Pete Carroll, but we're going to talk to Mike Loxley? Come on. I have no issue with talking to as many people as possible, but this just feels like a complete waste of time. Like, don't tell me you're having this extensive search and then you're going to interview Mike Loxley, but Pete Carroll and John Gruden can't get interviews. As of now, I haven't seen an interview request put in for Todd Monken, for Liam Cohen. I haven't seen that. So I don't understand. You know, there's a storyline. Are the Jets interviewing too many candidates? I say no. Talk to as many people as possible. But don't interview bad candidates and just say, hey, we had an exhaustive search. Like, what are we doing here? You can't say Mike Loxley makes any sense whatsoever for an interview. You know, I understood Steve Spagnuolo. I understood even Brian Greasy, right? Maybe in a few years, he's a hot name. You know, maybe down the line, you could use him for something, or you're doing him a favor. Fine. At least he's on the offensive side of the ball. Like, I could try and rationalize some of these. Ron Rivera. Don't want him, but, you know, has been a successful coach at one point in the league. But I can't rationalize this one. I can't spin this any way where I go, yep, that makes sense. Like, if Woody Johnson called in right now and he tried to explain Mike Loxley as a candidate for this job, I'd laugh in his face. This is not a serious candidate, so what are we doing? I mean, this guy has no business interviewing for the job. Now, I hate to say it because we killed New England for this, but all this does is now officially make the Jets eligible to hire a coach and GM. They crossed off the Rooney Rule requirements because you got to interview 2 minority candidates in person. And Mike Loxley interviewed in person. Yesterday, Ray Farmer, the GM from the Rams, or assistant GM from the Rams, former GM of the Browns, he interviewed in person. So the Jets are now compliant if they want to hire any GM or any coach. But Mike Loxley, come on. If we're going to request college coaches, I don't know. I watched Marcus Freeman last night win a game for the Irish. That guy looks like a coach to me. Why not try him? This just is a complete waste of an interview. It's pointless. I understand Tannenbaum is all about an exhaustive, extensive process. This is stupid. At this point, just interview Beastbreaker for the job if Mike Loxley is going to get an interview. Beast,
there you go.
What do you say? Would you take an interview with the Jets?
I think.
See, he would. That's what I'm talking about. Mike Loxley, give me Beastbreaker. Give me Bobby Midnight. Give me V-Man. All right? That's what I want to see. You want a culture changer? Those guys are culture changers. Mike Loxley, I mean, Beast, what are we doing here? Mike Loxley? Come on.
This guy, Mike Loxley?
Yeah, just no way. Big Fella says Mike Loxley sounds like the Tim Boyle of coaches. Honestly, the Jets have managed to interview a candidate who has a worse record than Joe Douglas. It's unreal. Unreal. I mean, this is silly. Now, am I going to freak out about it? No, but I don't want to hear about how great this process is and Mike Loxley is getting an interview. John Gruden and Pete Carroll are out there. Talk to him. Talk to him. At least, look, I think it's a load of crap if they don't interview Gruden. But at least you could say, well, they don't want the bad publicity because of what happened with the email scandal, as if he doesn't deserve a second chance, as if you haven't seen him and what he does at Barstool and realize the guy loves football and wants back in so badly. But that's besides the point. How is Pete Carroll not getting an interview? He's interviewing for the Raider job. He already interviewed for the Bear job. We just watched Jim Harbaugh overnight transform the Chargers to a playoff team. We just watched Sean Payton in 2 years get Denver to be a playoff team. These guys are culture builders, program builders. Mike Loxley is not. He was 4-8 in college this year. He was 2-26 at New Mexico. He has a career record of 35-67. What are we doing interviewing the guy? Would they like to throw a bunch of coaches' names on a dartboard and this was like their one wild card? Come on. I saw this and I'm like, that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. No other way around it. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Every membership gifted goes towards our grand prize, which is a full-size New York Jets helmet. However, I'm up in the stakes. You saw that Super Bowl ring I wore? We've been able to give away 3 of them so far. Another one I got right here. Joe Willie Namath, replica Super Bowl 3 ring, added to the pool of prizes for next week's raffle. So if you get the membership, you have a chance to win the full-size helmet, the Super Bowl 3 ring, an Aaron Rodgers jersey, and other items from my merch store, a Gusbuster umbrella. We'll have a big, big-time raffle next week. So keep that in mind for every membership that you gift. Joining us right now on the Gusbuster umbrella hotline is our dear friend, Boy Green. What's up, Paul?
Jakey, it's good to see you, buddy. Excellent. And I'm hearing all that wonderful business you got going on there. Everyone's got to be joining the memberships to get involved, baby.
That's right. That's right. All right. I opened the show talking about it. Mike Loxley, your thoughts on his candidacy?
I couldn't, when I saw the name, I mean, my reaction on Twitter was the reaction. I'm like, what the hoot? What the hell? Mike Loxley. Well, where the hell did he come from? It felt very out of the blue, very weird. I don't mind going to the college football ranks. So to be honest, I'm encouraged by the variety and the diet from the Jet Surge. That part's awesome, great. But Mike Loxley, that if you're going to dip into the college football world, that's the guy who's 30 games under 500 as a coach, who's coming off a 4-8 season. I mean, it just seems like there's a lot there that doesn't make any sense. And man, there was some fluffing of the pillow there, Jakey, on the Ian Rappaport wording of Mike Loxley, program builder and winner. And I'm like, what? Who? Are we talking about the same Mike Loxley?
I want to know who Mike Loxley's agent is and if Ian Rappaport has the same agent, because you make a great point. Let me pull up the tweet here because I laughed when I saw it too.
Please do, because that's the first part I saw. I'm like, huh? What? Are we? Does he have a twin brother I'm unaware of that is also in the ranks of college football? It was quite obtuse, very bizarre. So, yeah, Mike Loxley, what a weird choice to dig in on. I don't know what the Jets connection is. I don't know what from that announcement from Rappaport to him being interviewed. That all of that is surprising. That caught me off guard. There's no other question about it.
You ready for this? Sources: the Jets are spending a portion of today interviewing Maryland head coach Mike Loxley as a former Bama OC and current Terps coach gets another NFL interview. Jets' expansive search has left no stone unturned, taking a look at a leader and culture setter in college. He's coming off a 4-8 year. The guy has not been a good college coach. He was 2-26 before being fired at New Mexico. What are we talking about? I mean, and this wouldn't bother me if I felt like they've interviewed all the other top candidates, but they did not interview to this point John Gruden or Pete Carroll, which I think is a huge mistake.
Todd Monken, Cliff Kingsbury, those are a couple other ones that I would certainly have on the list too. And I love Chucky. So that's you make some good points there. Yeah, that's a part that's, again, it's just bizarre, man. I don't understand it. And with all due respect, once we say that, we can then say anything. How does Mike Loxley have a job, let alone interviewing for an NFL position? I mean, it just doesn't make any gosh darn sense. So it's weird. I remember it was Kevin Warren, I think, with the Chicago Bears, who warned the media saying, hey, folks, you're going to see some names we're interviewing that's going to make you go, whoa. Well, apparently the Jets are swimming in the same waters, I guess.
Not great. I don't get this one at all. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe to Paul's channel, Boy Green. He's on every single day at 7:30 in the morning. Do you ever sleep in, Paul? Like, you ever just like, no, I'm going to sleep in today. I don't feel like it.
No, I have never done that during the Boy Green Daily era. So no, that thought has not crossed my mind. I enjoy it, man. Like I said, some people are morning people, night people, different kinds of people. I guess I'm all the time, so I guess there's no specific time. It just happens to be mornings is where I've been cutting my teeth. But no, I enjoy the heck out of it, man. It's an awesome way. I feel like if you do stuff in the, maybe some people will resonate with this, the more stuff you do in the morning, like you get up early and do a bunch of stuff, you just feel so productive. So every day, getting to do a show and getting all crazy, it feels like every day is productive, or that's what I tell myself anyway.
Jay Cruz checks in. Bobby Midnight for GM. Your thoughts on Bobby Midnight's candidacy if Mike Loxley is going to get an interview for coach?
Hey, you know what? If Mike Loxley could get an interview, then everyone should be open, quite frankly, to get opportunities. I mean, let's be real. I've heard the green bean. There's been a lot of green bean hubbub on social media about him getting a GM interview. So, yeah, why not?
Hit the like button if you're tuning in. Make sure you super chat if you want your question or comment read immediately. Do we know Gruden, Pete Carroll, or Monken even want this job? Ben Johnson made it known he didn't want to come here, so they didn't bother. Gruden I know would 1,000%, trust me on this, I know people that work with him, would take an interview here. He'd be very interested. And look, I don't know about Monken, but they haven't even requested him, to my knowledge. And Pete Carroll, if he's going to interview with the Raiders and interview with the Bears, using logic, why would he be against interviewing for the Jets if he wants in that bad?
100%. You just you went down the same path that I did. Again, the one I can't speak on the Monken stuff is what some people have speculated. I don't know if any of that's official, but the speculation is a prior burn with the Adam Gase regime, or rather, he was in the same cycle as Adam Gase 2019 and got passed over for Gase. That he could still be burned by that in the past. People have said that about Pete Carroll. I don't know if that's fact, but if that's what bothers him, then so be it. But the Jets should be requesting both of those individuals. I would love to see it.
100%. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. A lot of people want in on the conversation, so we'll get to your calls coming up. Loaded up, I should say, on the Gustbuster Umbrella Hotline. As far as the candidates that are now known, Boy Green, if you had it your way, what is your dream pairing of GM and coach right now?
It is Aaron Glenn. I'm all over that train. Again, there's obviously, unless new news has happened since my radio show and this and some of the running around I've been doing, Vrabel has not been announced as the Patriots head coach yet that I've seen. Obviously that good. I'm glad we could confirm that. That should be coming any minute, I'm sure. I know there's a lot of rumors with him in Vegas. Obviously, there's still a chance that he could become available, but man, my lean is that he's going to be the next New England Patriots head coach. So likely with him off the board, man, Aaron Glenn has just grown on me so much. And come on, telling the Patriots to fuck off yesterday certainly just increased his stock dramatically. So yeah, Aaron Glenn and Mike Borgonzi right now is the assistant GM of the Kansas City Chiefs. Those are the two that really rev my engine. And really, I've been very encouraged by the Jets GM search in terms of their candidates. Brian Gain, Thomas Dimitrioff, Mike Borgonzi, Mike Greenberg. Man, they've been looking at all the guys that I would be thinking of for general manager, which excites me greatly. So at this point, moment in time, I think it'd be Aaron Glenn and Mike Borgonzi. I think Jet fans should be thrilled if that came to fruition.
So if they're able to hire those guys, is it safe to say your reaction would be this?
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas.
Bananas would be lost in the making of this video, Jake. Yes.
Absolutely. Daniel, Super Chat says, let's interview Robin of Loxley next. Why not? Have you seen the 1996 drama Robin of Loxley, Boy Green?
I have not. I have not had the pleasure.
I have not either, but I had to Google this one before bringing it up on the screen to make sure it was appropriate for air.
And was it? Yeah. What were your findings, Jake? Please let us know.
It looks like it was a TV movie back in 1996 that starred Devin Sawa and Joshua Jackson.
Wow. Okay. Well, thanks for the research, Jake. I know a lot of research goes into the show, so I can appreciate that.
Tons of research. I mean, we got the best callers here. We got the best listeners. I mean, that's what it's all about. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. This one from the big fella came in before you joined, BG.
Okay.
Your thoughts on the comp of Mike Loxley being the Tim Boyle of coaches for the Jets?
I love that. That's a good comp. It's like because like Tim Boyle, his whole kind of shish kebab here is that he's a guy that it's confounding of how he has an NFL job, but he has one, and I just saw I must be following him or someone I know must be following him on Instagram because his post came up and he said year 7 so crazy, and I'm like 7 years. This guy's been in the National Football League for how long? So that's a great comp by the big fellow there. Again, Mike Loxley, how does he have a job in general is a question. How does Tim Boyle have a job in general and continue to get jobs? It's one of the most confounding mysteries here on this planet Earth.
I just noticed this, by the way. So is that a full-size helmet behind you?
That absolutely is up here. Yes, sir. The New York Sack Exchange, baby.
I love that. That's what I'm giving away this week on the show. What? That same exact helmet. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! What a grab bag! What else is on your pile of stuff you're giving away here, Jakey?
So that's the big prize. Also, the Super Bowl 3 ring and a Rodgers jersey are the top 3 prizes for this upcoming week.
Okay, look at that, baby. Huh? So let me see if we got it up. Oh yeah, baby. Here we go. I must have won this from a prior Jake Asman contest, baby. Boom. Let's we can tap our rings here, baby. There we go.
Love that.
Yeah,
love that.
Hardware. Beautiful.
This one is from Jay Cruz, who writes in Glenn and Chris Spielman tandem. Chris Spielman. That could actually happen because Chris Spielman was in Detroit, recommended Holmes and Campbell as the leadership for the Lions. He was involved in that search. Not the craziest suggestion, Jay. I definitely could see that as a possibility.
I could, man. Spielman's resume is incredibly light. Again, he had a wonderful football career, tough son of a gun. Had some broadcasting. He did, from all the people I talked to out in Detroit land, he had a major impact on the Dan Campbell, the general manager there, like the whole shish kebab that he had a great impact. But his role title is something like special assistant to the CEO or something. Like beyond that, he doesn't really have much of a general manager sort of background. So I'd love him in the front office if he'd come, and maybe he won't leave Detroit because, again, he played there as a player in Detroit. So that's probably the AG dream job of Jets, Chris Spielman working with the Lions, I imagine is dream job for him, but obviously he's taken the interview, it looks like. So if he'd come in for a different front office position, not general manager, I'd be all for it. For GM, that would be, again, it'd be exciting because it's a Lions thing, but I'm not so sure. That resume, like I said, looks a little light.
There was a comment from Billy. He wrote in, send JV to the hole. I'd be happy to. I just set a bounty for the guys Maniacs to decide.
Okay.
His face, it is a short one. 5 super chats of any color, and JV's day commenting will officially be over. So, Billy, I want to be fair around here. He hasn't really said anything that's hole-worthy. However, I'm a capitalist, as everyone knows, so I will be happy to send his bum ass, because I do think he's a bum, to the hole immediately. Sure. Matthias writes in, Jake, when you get a chance, ask Boy Green his thoughts on Brian Flores. Yeah, your thoughts on Brian Flores. He is, to me, if they can't get Vrabel, my personal number one candidate.
There's a lot to like about Flores, a former head coach. He had a 9-7 and a 10-win season, a 9-win and a 10-win season with the Dolphins. I think people forget about after all the hoopla that happened with the Dolphins, he gets picked up by Pittsburgh. He's around Mike Tomlin for a year. That's great. He's around Kevin O'Connell in Minnesota this year, and he's done a wonderful job on the defensive side of the ball. So all that stuff's been great. Again, the relationship with Tua, I keep going back to, and some of the other players, I know some people that cover the team down there in Miami, and they just say, stay clear. That's the warning I get all the time about Brian Flores, to stay clear of him. You're going to regret it if you bring him in. And it's just the player relationships is something I've heard a lot about. Again, there's a possibility he could have learned from all this, but that's the one that gets me. Was Tua, let's just be blunt here, was Tua just a pussy, or is like Flores just a tough-minded coach that some people just kind of didn't vibe with? Because Fitzpatrick had his whole video of like, man, he got the most out of us, but there's a bunch of bullshit. So like, it's hard.
I kind of need that. And also, he was good enough for Mike Tomlin and now Kevin O'Connell, and like he won games, man. Like, I'm tired of everyone trying to like, oh, we got to be so soft in today's. Stop it, man. He's exactly what they need. He's won. He's got experience. He hates the Dolphins. As long as he has an idea for what he wants to do with his offensive staff, like if he says, I'm bringing Josh McCown with me, what's not to like?
100%. Yeah. So like I said, to me, it's just on the relationship thing. As long as that's clear, steer clear. And again, I'm sure the Jets and anybody else would be obviously asking that question to make sure, hey, what did you learn from this? What happened? Give us the details here. And if he can answer those questions, obviously he's going to be firmly in the running. He's in my top 5 of guys that I would like the Jets to conversate with. No question.
V-Man with a super chat. He cuts the line. Appreciate you, V-Man. Glenn, a head coach, would bring intensity to divisional games, and only a former player who knows those rivalries from a firsthand experience can bring. Look, if they are going to hire a first-timer, I am a big fan of Aaron Glenn. I just prefer someone with experience. That has not changed.
Yeah, again, there's something to be said for experience, and if the right guy with experience is available, again, Mike Vrabel would certainly be on that list. I'd be for it, but if they don't, there's a lot of successful coaches in the National Football League. Everyone's a first-time no one's a first-time coach until they get their first opportunity. Sean McVay got one opportunity. He's head coach. John Harbaugh got one opportunity. He's an awesome head coach. So sometimes you got to risk it to get the biscuits, a little bit of roulette. You just got to take your best whack. You get them in the interview room. You talk to them. You ask them important questions and hope it works out. But AG, like I said, is outside of Vrabel, for all the reasons we've already talked about, he's number 1 on the list of guys that Jets have spoken with.
Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Comments, questions, super chats will, in fact, cut the line. We have set a bounty on JV. And with that super chat from V-Man, we are just, I believe, 4 away from ending his day. So keep that in mind for those of you out there who want to see someone be sent to the hole. Let's see. Comments, questions, keep them coming. Here's another thing I wanted to get your thoughts on. Josh McCown as a candidate.
Yeah.
Are you open to the Jets rolling the dice, because that's what it would be, in hiring a guy who's never been a coordinator before? But obviously, if they do that, you basically would be saying, 1, he's an offensive guy. 2, we believe that he's ready for the role. And 3, we think we found ourselves the next Kevin O'Connell, Sean McVay, like that type of offensive whiz kid that they'd be hiring at that age.
1,000%. What's the worst thing that could happen? We could miss the playoffs for 14 years in a row. Oh shit, we're already there. I mean, come on, man. Sometimes you got to risk it to get the biscuit. And Connor Rogers, and I saw you did the show on it a couple days ago. Connor Rogers made a very compelling case. Maybe it's a year or two early, but who gives a shit? If you get the guy right and everything ends up working out, he's going to power through. He's a great leader of men. He obviously has a great relationship with the Jets. He has a great relationship with the National Football League. He's been with like every team under the blue sun, for God's sake. So yeah, Josh McCown would be he'd be a guy I could rally around. Would it be risky? Of course it would be risky. Is he the most qualified guy for the job? Absolutely not. But man, Josh McCown would be an exciting guy. And think about all the offensive possibilities. His quarterback recruiting that could be coming up there as well. So yeah, all of that would be incredibly exciting.
Beastbreaker writes in, Vrabel GM, Rex Ryan head coach, Aaron Glenn DC, Pete Carroll OC. This is the way to a 4-way TKO knockout. Boy Green, your thoughts?
Wow. I guess there's no coaching budget. You could pay as much as you'd like for anything. We might have an issue with Aaron Glenn. That would be a lateral move, which would be blocked by the Detroit Lions. So that's the only hole in this plan. Obviously, the rest of it is foolproof. But yeah, that'd be a winning staff. Yeah.
Mickey writes in, Brian Flores is the last coach on my list. He was Josh Allen's slam pig while he was in Miami. Last I checked, Josh Allen has never lost to the Bills, or he's never lost to the Dolphins or something like that. So
yeah, right. Yeah, Josh Allen has. That's true. If you look at the numbers, I mean, Josh Allen absolutely has dominated Miami and continues to dominate Miami. It's just sort of like Jets had the calling card with Buffalo. It seemed like outside of some of the crazy shit that's happened, outside of this Ulbrich year of the second game or some of these other circumstances, the Jets have had the calling card against Buffalo as in terms of a matchup, almost just as well as the Bills have had against Miami. So, yeah, it is a compelling little nugget there.
Before we get to the calls, other piece of Jets news. London, again, Jets home team, though, this time around. Your thoughts on the Jets playing a game in London for the second season in a row?
You know, I don't mind the 9:30 game kicks. Jake Asman going international is always cool for us Jakey Asman fans, that's for sure. I'm just hoping it's not, because one game I'm kind of circling, and all of us do this, where you have the Jake Asman game there where you and all the Asmaniacs go to a game and kind of circle it. One game I'm kind of looking at and circling is Jets-Cowboys, because the Jets would be hosting Dallas. It kind of sucks to lose a home game because the Jets over the last couple of trips, it's been the road game, so who gives a shit? You're going on the road anyway. But losing a home game kind of sucks. So I'm hoping it's not Jets-Cowboys. That's sexy. And for a lot of reasons, my old man being this Cowboys guy, that'd be a fun one for all the Boy Green Coffee Club members to go to. If it's in London, that'll make it a little bit more difficult to pull off. So I'm hoping it's not that one. But in terms of the 9:30 kick and stuff like that, let's go. I love it. Why not?
So I've been dealing with some real controversy on the show. There's a
boy.
caller that's very polarizing. His name is Beastbreaker. Okay. Have you seen any of his calls?
I have not. I have not had the pleasure. No.
Well, he's gone at it with a lot of my hardcore Asmaniacs. Half the chat loves him. Half the chat doesn't like him. And I find myself conflicted because I try to be like the voice of the people here on the show and do with the chat with the Asmaniacs. But look at JV trying to buy himself good graces so there's no bounty. Look at you, JV. I will add your name to the raffle, JV. I appreciate it, though.
Very nice.
But, like, this is what I mean. Like, people hate Beast, but then Pittsburgh Mike writes in, Beast doesn't get enough airtime. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, because when I put him on, people freak out. And when I don't put him on, they want him on. So I don't know if you've ever dealt with that situation on your show. I was just basically asking for some advice.
Yes, I have. There's a lot of people that call into the show. It's great that people want to call into the show. That part of it is awesome. Obviously, we love having supporters of our respective programs. But I think sometimes, my father, everyone hated his guts when I first brought him on the show. They said, stop bringing your father on the program. And then a lot of people grew to love him or hate him and enjoy the segment. So, Jake, you're a capitalist and you like the polarizing stuff. And we're both in radio, too. We have radio backgrounds. Not every Jets content creator does. But I just have to say this, Jake, that like in radio, you want to be an extreme, either one side or the other. Being in the middle is the worst place you can be, where you just kind of mosey along in the middle. You want to be extreme, and it sounds like he's extreme, and Lisa Beast.
I mean, you see the comments coming in. NY Jets Florida, Beastbreaker, pathetic. The very next comment is Unleash the Beast. So it just Beast Breaker for it just puts me in an odd spot. I don't want to alienate half the audience, but I also don't want to ignore the people that want the Beast to be unleashed. So I was just curious your take on that.
Yeah. So yeah, if he's out there, unleash the Beast, release the Kraken, whatever the magic word is there to bring it out. Yeah.
Here we go.
Beast Breaker 666. He's the man who would kick your ass, and then he's gobbled goo.
What's up, Beast?
Oh my God. What the hell kind of shit is that?
I don't know.
What is that?
New intro, man.
I could have watched Bruce Lee over that shit, my friend. And this guy from Maryland, bum. I would have told kid, go back to the gas station and get a job. You're not even worth it. You suck. You're not worth it, and you're not even compatible. If you want real men, Vrabel, Ryan, Glenn, and Carroll. We got our 4. Now it's time to punish. That means no more fooling around, no more bullshit. Either you man up, get your balls intact, and get back up there and goddamn do your job. We're not here to bring you to New York so you get a free paycheck. I don't think so. Not on my watch. You want a paycheck? Get your ass out there and work. Earn your goddamn paycheck. You want to earn? Get your ass on the
here we go.
field
The bad
and
internet.
be a goddamn man.
Angry.
Learn to be a man instead of being a jackass. Rule 1 on the turf. Let me just say this for everybody. Rule 1, if you're injured, we're getting you off the field. Rule number 2, if you're banged up that bad, get off the field. We'll call the cart and we'll tell the guys, take him to the hospital, please. He's in bad shape. We're not going to have that here. Not this time. And here's the deal. 2 to 3 weeks, you're staying off your feet and you're going to rest and you're going to do the job we tell you. And when you come back, we're going to have a boot for you. And don't worry. We're going to make sure our boys are strong, smart, and we're going to use common sense.
Hey,
we haven't
Beast.
had that in years.
Leon is saying that you've worn that shirt 11 days in a row. That can't be right.
Leon, you idiot. Do you see this? Do you see this? How you like my fist right down your throat and rip out your heart? Now back to business. Back to business.
Is it true you have bigger breasts than Mike Loxley?
Leon, take a walk. Get out of here.
Strong.
Get out of
Very
here,
respectful.
you goddamn bozo. Now better questions, better answers, please.
Real quick, Jay says you only own one shirt. That's not true, right?
No, that's full. That's FOS right there. That you know what FOS is? Full of shit. Now I'm gonna say this right now. If we play the Cowboys, we better beat their ass into the ground.
Do me a favor. Message me your T-shirt size and your address. We'll get you some new shirts. All right. We'll get you some Asmaniac gear.
Hey, whoa. I do my own shopping. I know what I'm doing. I've learned from my grandfather, and I've learned a lot from many other people.
You don't want any Jake Asman gear? I'll send you an Asmaniac shirt.
Hey, dude, I love you, but you're a great guy. You know what? If you were a brother to me, hey, I'd put you in the family. That's what I would do. You know why? Because New York is right here and always be right here. And you're always going to be right there, too, because you know what? New York Jet fans like us, we bleed green, we live green, and we will die green.
His internet was getting worse. It was tough,
Wow.
but that was your first Beast Breaker call, boy. Green.
Oh my goodness!
I
What
wanted
an
to send him some
accent and
merch.
wow. Yeah.
All right. Beast, if you change your mind, shoot me a note, your T-shirt size, and an address to send it to, and we'll take
That's
care
some sweet gear, Jake. I don't know why you wouldn't want it. Yeah, look at the shirt you got on. Come on, man.
JakeAsman.com. By the way, reminder to all Patreon users, the discount code is now 20%. It was 15, but to everyone on Patreon, it's now 20. And so Big Fella's super chat, right? That's the same amount for a month of Patreon right there. It's that easy.
Wow.
Join the Patreon if you haven't. Best way to support me. You save 15% for the entire year if you sign up. If you sign up for the entire year, I should say you save 15%. But anyway, Yeetus Deletus writes in, dude's got more chins than a Chinese phone book. Your thoughts on that, Boy Green?
Jesus. I mean, wow, they're unloading, but I just love it because that's good. You're getting comments. If you had someone on the show that wasn't drawing comments, then you'd have to make some business decisions. Beast, whether good or bad, good or ugly, I mean, he's getting a lot of action, so I can only respect it.
I think he makes some salient points as well. So that's the other thing. Sometimes people don't like the brash opinions, but I think he makes some good points.
They get jealous.
The guy on the line doesn't like Beastbreaker, but you know what? I still love him, respect him, and sometimes fear him. The great Kyle Clifton is next. Hello, Kyle.
It's not a matter of not liking Beastbreaker. It's just that I don't care for the quality of his calls. I don't know Beastbreaker, to tell you the truth.
Would you get dinner with him?
No, I would not. But I wanted to ask you guys: would Pete Carroll be the first 73-year-old head coach who's won a Super Bowl to take a demotion to coordinator? Do you think that would be the first time that's ever happened?
Probably not.
Probably. Well, won a Super Bowl and then came back at 73
as a coordinator.
Yeah, I'd imagine that has never happened.
Yeah, I'd have to think so.
Yeah,
so you're saying won a Super Bowl as a head coach and then came back as a coordinator?
Oh, as a head coach only. Because like I was about to say, Paul Pasqualone's been around forever, and he's just hanging around anywhere as like a coordinator. So yeah, I'd have to think about that one.
Interesting theory here from Tom Ace. He says Breaker would eat everything on Kyle's plate, not an ideal dinner guest. All right, so instead of dinner, how about you guys go for a walk around the park or something?
I don't know. That's a little bit too romantic for the likes of Beastbreaker, I think.
All right. We'll come up with an itinerary.
So I want to kill the Jets for this total dodge of Rooney, but in a way, you can't blame them. Since the Patriots did it, they've got to compete for these guys' services. They're already compliant. They're not really given much of a choice, right? So I think the Jets had made some good faith interviews with qualified candidates prior. They were just happened to be virtual, and since the year 2000, they've had 6 head coaches, and 3 of them have been minority. That's 50%. So their record, at least with the coaching, is kind of unassailable. So while I recognize it's a dodge, it's really an indication that Rooney has to go. There's no place for Rooney anymore, at least in its current incarnation. You either have to say you can't hire a head coach until this date that's far out and delay your program, or scrap it entirely and do it in good faith. Assume every team is acting in good faith and that they're going to hire the best candidates available because it's 2025.
I just don't think they're in a rush, though, Kyle. I think the problem, this to me is just like, I don't know why they interviewed him, because they're not compliant with the Rooney Rule. I get it, what you're saying. They're now compliant with the Rooney Rule. But my point is, they've requested a bunch of candidates they can't even talk to until next week because they're in the playoffs. So I don't think this was about being compliant with the Rooney Rule and getting it done. I think the Jets were like, oh, we got this great candidate that we think we're smarter than everyone else because we got him in there. And it's like, what? The guy is not good in college football. You want to make him an NFL coach?
Well, then that undermines our entire faith in the entire search, right?
It does. I would love to get a real answer why this guy got an interview. Was it a courtesy to his agent? I don't know.
Is it something with the 33rd team? Obviously, they're cooking up a lot of the interviews. Is that a prior relationship they hooked up in there? Who knows?
I don't know. But I'll tell you this thing. It is 2025. I think that most teams act in good faith. There are a couple of teams that probably need you probably need this rule for. But it's not the Jets, and I think this is a bigger than a Jets problem. I think it's kind of an entire league problem that needs another look. I appreciate
that.
I appreciate the time, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle.
Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I don't think Loxley was about being Rooney Rule compliant, but they are. So if Mike Vrabel says, "Hey, Jets, make me an offer," they could, in theory, hire him if they wanted to do it. But it feels like he's going to New England.
It does. It feels painfully obvious. Outside of this, Ben Johnson. Outside of Ben Johnson interviewing with the Patriots, the last I heard, they don't have any other interviews planned. That normally means or sounds like something. It would be wild. Outside of the Raiders, I guess they opened up after the Patriots. But outside of the Raiders, that the Patriots could potentially fill their job the quickest, and they were one of the latest to the party, that would be pretty wild.
I'm not quite understanding it, but yep, that's it. All right. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Let's bring in someone that could probably get us thinking in ways we didn't know were possible to think. You ready?
Sure.
Now, when I said that, do you have a caller in mind that this person could be?
Someone. BMAC. Bum bum.
It's Chiefs fan.
Guess what? I'm still looking for a job, bitches.
It's Chiefs fan.
I'm just going to rub my hands together all day.
It's Chiefs fan.
There's a whole lot of DNA on this couch.
Let's hear it for Chiefs fan.
Look, it's my dead neighbor that I didn't kill.
Amazing Gator. You like that, Paul? It's real good shit.
I do. Gator's so, man, he's so good. He just gets a lot of them that always gets me. So
My favorite thing about Gator is the fake Jake Asman show. I still watch that from time to time.
Yeah, he's great. He's great.
Yeah, that's so good. But I
nice
honestly,
Pokemon shirt, by the way. Really digging that as a
I've had
a
it for,
Pikachu
like,
on the arm.
Show it off. Show it off.
Okay. So I've had it for a long time, but I grew out of it.
Nice.
By the way,
well, you grew back into it. I like it. Look at that.
I was.
Bulbasaur,
I had this when I was like 250 when I was younger, and then I went to like 375. But
And now
Squirtle
what are you?
Gang all day, Squirtle Squad all day.
Yeah, there you go. Well, what are you now?
225.
Congratulations, man. That's
Yeah, thank you. I've had this since my teenage years.
Okay. Look at that.
Yeah, I like
nice. Okay.
Yeah, I keep this shirt real nice because it's one of the last gifts one of my family members gave me. Who's no longer with us.
You look
handsome. Well, God rest his soul.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. God rest his soul. Thank you. I'm really hoping that you guys get Mike Vrabel, but like, I don't know why. I think you guys might get Flores or someone else.
What are your thoughts on Vrabel being willing to make the ultimate sacrifice to win a Super Bowl, Chiefs fan?
I would love to see him with you guys over the Patriots just to piss off my Patriots family members. Man.
Would you cut your dick off for a Super Bowl?
Oh, been married 20 years. Yeah, probably.
You've got 3
as a player.
That's what we need.
I would not do that to myself, but if he decides to sacrifice his dick to do a blood pact with whatever deity he wants to do, it'll be kind of funny.
Yeah, like I would cut someone else's dick off. I don't know if I cut my own dick off. I don't know. That's a little rough. No.
You would have to get your you would have to get like a surgical colostomy bag or whatever thing the old people piss in.
What?
Like if you like, the old stuff, that bag on the side that old people piss in because they can't control their bladder.
I'm not fully aware of it, but sure.
You would have to get one of those if he cut his dick off, basically.
And what, just attach it to his sack? What's going on here?
He would have to attach it to the side. Like grandpa and grandma, they can't hold their bladder or can't hold their bowels. He would have to get one of those if he cut his dick off.
Guys. All right, Beastbreaker just wrote in, made a good point. Let's not talk about male genitalia. Let's talk about football. You got a football?
Yeah, true.
Let's make a pivot. Yeah.
True. Let's make a pivot. But I would love to see you guys get Mike Vrabel, just to piss off everyone else. Maybe Brian Flores, but I'm hoping that you guys get one of the guys from the Lions. I'd love to see you. I think it's Ben Johnson as the offensive one, correct?
Ben Johnson's the offensive one. That's
correct. They haven't even interviewed him. He's not taking the job.
No interview happening there. Yeah.
The only offensive candidate that I think I would seriously consider, there's 2 of them, Joe Brady and McCown. Those are like the 2 offensive-minded guys they've requested that I would seriously consider.
Wait, so Arthur Smith didn't make your list, Jake?
Adam Gase 2.0. There's actually 2 Adam Gases in this candidate.
Dude, Arthur Smith
and Nagy.
Arthur Smith blew all the chances in Atlanta and has made the Steelers offense. I think you guys rather Jet fans rather drink a gallon of bleach than put up with that guy.
Have you ever drank bleach before, Chiefs fan?
No, but
Have you
They
thought
don't
about
want
it?
to. They don't want to Adam Gase 2.0. I've heard you guys talk about that when I'm lurking in streams, but I don't know about that other guy. But I'm hoping you guys get someone offensive minded because
Now,
like,
did you already have pizza? It says in your name there, it's Pizza
oh
Friday.
yeah, home run and pizzas were on sale at my local store for $4 each. They were limited per customer. Got 2 sausage and got 2 meat lovers. I had a meat lovers, do some extra pepperoni and some spicy banana peppers on top. And then
So who delivered it? If you were snowed in, how'd you get out?
I've been had this. I've been
You were prepared.
I was prepared. I only got like 2 left. I had 2 pizzas in an amount of 7 days, which is really good for my health. But I'm like football Sunday pizza and then a Friday pizza. So I'm just gonna do, if I get like hungry and craving something, I'm just gonna do chicken tacos because I bought like 20 pounds of chicken breast.
20 pounds?
They were on sale. They were on sale 8 pounds. They were on sale for 8 pounds to 10 pounds. So I bought 20
They were on
pounds.
sale for what?
They were 8 pounds and 10-pound bags of frozen chicken breasts being sold. They were
20 pounds of chicken. Good Lord. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I stocked up on the chicken breast. I love making chicken tacos or homemade chicken noodle soup from them. It's a good base. You bake them with some lemon and honey, and then you can make your own base from soup.
Matt
sounds passionate. Nice.
For someone unemployed, you sure eat well.
Well, here's the thing. I've constantly saved up money throughout the year. I don't spend my pocket change. For the last 3 years, I've not spent any of my pocket change. And that equated to at least $1,000 in pocket change.
$1,000?
Because
How deep are your pockets?
I got a trust fund for starters, and the reason why.
Yeah, but what does it have to do with your pockets? I'm very.
I had $1,000 in pocket change. I would literally. There's a reason why I have that much pocket change. People would literally, like when we were literally working at Denny's, people would like pay you in pocket change because that's how people tip badly there. They would tip like, and my friend would be waiting, and I'm like, I don't want this change. Just be clean. You can have it.
Hold on. We got a 5 spot. Mimosa gifting 5 memberships, and that's 5 entries for Mimosa in the raffle. Bomani, UFG, Kickin' Pickles, NY Jets Man Cave, Thomas Roseman, Kilo, all receiving channel memberships from an esteemed member of the 4% female demographic, Mimosa McNearney. Thank you, Mimosa. Anyway, Chiefs fan, continue telling us about your loaded pockets.
Well, the thing is, the other thing is, I used to clean cars like the year before I met you, and people would literally pay me. I told them,
Rob V going up and in on you, Chiefs fan. He says it must be nice working 57 whole days.
I've worked long enough. I screwed up my back to the point where I can't do anything right now. I tried to go shovel snow when everything hurt. I'm pushing off the back surgery to further so I can be in a March Madness for you.
Did you just say you're delaying back surgery so you're around to be in Asmaniac Madness?
Yeah, I told you that before. I want to be.
If you have back surgery, you don't actually have to play any basketball.
I know. I just want to be here, and besides, I want to get it done in April since I'm going to be flying out to North Carolina and getting it done. I want it done in April. If I get it done in April, that means
that's dedication. That's going to help the ranking.
That means if I get it done in April, mid or late April, I get to fly out and visit family for a few months, or a month or 2.
I think the chat is showing you a lot of respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 1 seed, it sounds like. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. And the other thing is the reason why I had so much pocket change is like I used to detail cars like for under the table.
With what, a toothbrush?
No, detail car. I used to clean and vacuum cars, and people, if people didn't have the correct amount, they'll just pay me in change. And I had a Pepsi bottle full of change. I had like a giant, those old giant ass Pepsi bottle things from the 80s?
Sure.
I had that full of change, and we came in there.
The great Rick Kent has come through with 5 channel memberships for 5 lucky listeners. Nice. Here we go. If you hear your name called, you're a member. Mrs. Rogers, Fab5, Jet Strong, Alex G, and Scooter McNuggets, all receiving channel memberships. Chiefs fan, let me get you out of here on this.
All right.
When you sit down tonight and you're watching whatever you're watching, what will be going through your mind as you sit there on that illustrious couch?
Watching if I could, me and my guys are gonna watch the Texas game in Discord. I'm be laying down on my bed since I got like a new heating pad for my back.
Oh,
I'm just hoping Ohio State wins. I really need Notre Dame to win because my friend who was a Notre Dame fan let himself go after a death in a family. He put on 200 pounds. So
good Lord.
Yeah. So I'm hoping Notre Dame wins for him.
Wow.
Me too.
Yeah.
I am as well. Well, Cheats fan, you said a lot. Thank you for your contributions as always. And
just one last thing before I go.
Yes, of course.
Everyone save your pocket change because you don't know when it can come in handy. I did not know. I did not know that I had $1,000 in pocket change in different like holding things, and then my friend and me counted it out. It was $1,050. I gave my friend $50 in change, helping me count it out. Went straight to the bank because we had it in rolls. They were pissed off, but they gave me the money back, and I've been using that for groceries for the last 4 months. So. $200 a month on groceries because I used to live off that, or $150.
It's Chiefs fan.
Guess what? I'm still looking for a job, bitches.
It's Chiefs fan.
I'm just going to rub my hands together all day.
It's Chiefs fan.
There's a whole lot of DNA on this couch.
Let's hear it for Chiefs fan.
Look, it's my dead neighbor that I didn't kill.
A great comment here from Jets Chaos. Shout out to Jeremy who's in the chat. I'm so glad Chiefs fan got that last piece of advice. And me too. He told us a lot there. Gia writes in, get rid of this guy. I want Bobby. Bobby Midnight's under the weather. He has not called into the show in several days. So when Bobby's healthy and up for it, he'll be back. All right, let Bobby get healthy, Gia. You sicko. I saw this comment. This is what I'm talking about, Boy Green. This is the conundrum I face daily. Jake, all these memberships are to bring Beastbreaker back on the line. Well, I'm all for bringing Beast back. In fact, I've been told that Beastbreaker has a brand new outfit that he's currently wearing that's different from the patented Beastbreaker white shirt. So if someone gifts 5 memberships, D-Rob, you want Beastbreaker back, I'd be happy to do it. But I'm not going to force feed Beastbreaker on those who don't want him. All right? That's my philosophy here. That people got to make contributions to release the Beast. Amir wants the Beast to call in, and Amir called in earlier. So
I love that.
That's where I'm at.
Hey, by the way, we got a super chat from Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan chiming in.
Who says no to Rex head coach Doug Peterson OC team?
Jake?
I think the Jets probably say no.
That's probably true. That's probably true.
Now,
I've heard a lot of Doug Peterson OC conversation on Twitter. So hey, now
I'll tell you what. The more I think about it, though, the more I go, huh?
Oh yeah. You know what time it is. You tried to throw him away, but this man's coming back. Sometimes he's fat or thin. That waistband makes him slim. He's got the fix you need. They call him sexy. Rexy.
Fuck Gruden, he's no Jet. I'm here to crack some skulls. I'll turn these boys to men. This team is stacked with pros. Hire me, it won't break your purse. I'm here to break the curse. They call me sexy. Rexy. Fuck all you naysayers.
Ooh, sexy. Ooh, he's sexy, Rexy, sexy. Ooh, ooh, he's sexy, Rexy, sexy. Ooh, ooh, he's sexy, Rexy, sexy. Ooh, ooh, he's sexy, Rexy.
Yeah. You know what's interesting, Boy Green? The Rex like hype and all the things going into the interview, and there's been nothing since the interview earlier in the week. There hasn't even been that it went well for both sides. Like we haven't even gotten that report.
Because like Rex is on TV all the time, and obviously he knows a lot of people in the New York media. All he has to do is give a nice little wink and whisper, and that you would have thought would go viral. So yeah, that part to me, like I said, is a little surprising. And shout out to you, Jakey. You're the one who helped stoke a lot of these Rex Ryan flames with your viral appearance on DiPietro and Rothenberg hosting for them, man.
Look, I went to the school of Ted Yu of stirring the pot, so I was ready to go. Bronx Kid says Breaker looks like the boxer Butterbean. It's an interesting comp for Beast.
Yeah, I like that. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah,
25 writes in, hold JV and bring back Beast for me. $2. All right. That's not enough. A bounty or bringing someone on the show, it's got to mean something, man. If we devalue that for $2,
it's true.
It's not the same effect.
Yeah, that's
it's
a good
not,
point.
man. It's just not. More of your calls right now. Let's say hello to June, who's next. Hey, June.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hey, what's up, June?
So, I'm suffering since my Yankees. I'm suffering before our Jets. It's been rough, but here's my thing. I don't have confidence that Borgonzi, if given the job, would hire Glenn, being that there's no connection there, right? My fear is we get Borgonzi, which I like, from the Chiefs, and he comes with Spags or Nagy. I don't know if I can live through another era since the Rich Kotite / Adam Gates type of feel. I think if we get Aaron Glenn, I would have liked him with Agnew. Agnew ain't getting no interview. Don't know why.
I'm surprised
we
too.
get Aaron Glenn with Spielman, who, limited in experience in terms of a GM, but he's been in the league his whole life. He knows football. I think that duo can work. What do you guys think?
I like that duo.
Yeah.
Good, Borgen.
The only thing I was going to add is that Borgonzi is in Kansas City. He's been there forever. He knows John Dorsey was in Kansas City forever. John Dorsey's in Detroit. Detroit, bing, boom, bam to Aaron Glenn. So he has people that knows people in Detroit, and plus Aaron Glenn's Aaron Glenn. But they've got some indirect ties. It's not obvious like Borgonzi worked for the Lions and they all work together, but there are lines to get there. Just to give another shout out for the potential Borgonzi-Glenn combo. So we could see
there's a little disappointment. I'm surprised. There's two names that I think you mentioned it. Why Munkin didn't get another interview and why Chucky. I don't know why on God's green earth we did not speak. He's hungry, loves Rodgers, might be able to convince Rodgers to stay another year.
It's Jets, Jets. I love Fireman Ed too.
Loves Fireman Ed?
I don't understand why we didn't at least give Gruden a talk. You think there's something going on there that we didn't even talk to him?
But it's still not over yet. I mean, obviously there's still time. The Jets haven't hired a guy yet, but it's weird that we haven't seen it yet. But no, I don't know anything between. That's another good one too, Jakey. Yeah, but I don't know if there's any beef between Gruden or anyone with the Jets. So,
I mean, I'm just hoping that. Honestly, I can't believe we're here again. We had the same talk when we got Saleh and Douglas and everybody in. We have to do something. I love Rex. Time has passed. It's not going to work offensively. Give me, if I have my choice, give me Aaron Glenn and Borgonzi if we can pull that off. Or here's a sleeper. Aaron Glenn and a guy from the Packers, Sullivan, that we're going to interview.
Oh, yes, yeah. John Eric
I
Sullivan.
like him. Been there 20 years, stable organization with Glenn. Let's see what happens, man.
Yep.
Okay. I like that. Good
June,
stuff,
good call,
June.
man. Have you called before, June? I don't recognize you.
Yeah. I used to be on before last season when I had hope. Then I fell into deep depression. I've been depressed. Because I'm the full Jet fan that still watches the games beginning to end. My wife wants me to divorce them. I said, you go before my Jets. That's it.
Wow.
I'm a Jet fan for life. That's it.
June, you're the man. Do me a favor. I want to send you an Asmaniac hat. Shoot me your email. My email's in the description box. Shoot me an address, and I'm going to send you a hat, man. So you call back in.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Great job you're doing too. Blessings.
Thank you, June.
Thanks,
Great
June.
call. Awesome call by June there. Love that. He's the same way I am, man. I might get divorced later in life if I ever get married, but I can't divorce the Jets. It's it. I made my choice. This is it.
I love his wife bringing up the potential ultimatum. You should divorce him. Hell, I'll divorce you before them. Whoa, hey now. That got aggressive. I love it for June. Yes.
I love that. Great call by June. We'll send him some merch. 25 says, you slimy capplefish, unleash the beast. Look, I'll tell you what, 25. I am a capplefish. You want the beast? You get the beast.
Holy crap, here comes Beastbreaker 666.
Why don't you get your fat ass on a treadmill and go the distance with me?
Is that Bobby Midnight?
I'm not into politics, and I already told you that.
I might be big, but I'm going to be bad enough to put you out.
Beastbreaker always has some salient points.
What's up, Beast? Oh, the
Hey,
jersey's on.
that was the Bee Gees. Y'all remember the Bee Gees, right? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
staying alive.
Yeah.
Staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive. Staying alive. Stay alive. Come on, y'all give him the 70s. Hey, and whose number is this? Let's see it. Let's see who remembers number 28.
Who is it?
Curtis Martin, baby.
Who is it?
Ding, 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 ding. We got a winner. We got a winner right here in round one, number one. Hey, Jake, tell me number one has just won.
Yeah, what did I win?
Give that man a prize. Give him a prize.
$1 million.
No. Something nicer. Something a little classier. How about a nice New York Jets ring from Super Bowl III?
Thank you.
I think you have one, Boy Green, but sure. I listen to whatever Beast says.
Hey, there you go. There you go. That's the spirit right there. Hey, everybody, let me just say this. Let's all calm down. Rex Ryan has experience. Vrabel, experience. Aaron Glenn, experience.
Beast,
Pete Carroll,
let me talk to you about your internet for a moment. What do we need to do to get you some better internet connection here?
Well, I have Cricket, so I'm happy with mine. And you notice what I'm wearing right there. See that? There you go. Take a look at there.
25 wants you to show him a rat tail again.
Eat this, buddy. No deal. It's called, hey, I'm LOD, and I'm also the old school limited from ECW. Now take a walk, jerk off, and go get me a burger. And if you want, and here's the deal with my burger: extra mayo, extra lettuce, bacon, cheese, and no ketchup. No ketchup. Who puts ketchup on a burger? Morons.
I agree.
Strong take.
Thank you. Thank you. That's well said. If you want ketchup, I'll tell you what. You get yourself a Polish mustard and ketchup. One there. Flip that sucker. Bam. There you go. Or should I say, bam?
Yeah. Give us another bam.
Bam. Now let me just say this for everybody. We're gonna be fine. We all need to keep our pants on and use this thing called common sense, ladies and gentlemen. If we don't learn that, what are we good for? And this guy from Maryland.
Hey, give a shout out to Jeffrey R. Beastbreaker. He's a big fan of yours.
Hey, can we all? Hey, to Mr. Jeffrey, $5. There you go. Kudos to you, Chief. There you go. Hey, and I hope you're wearing your Jets green, because you're actually a real man. Hey, Tom Ace. Hey, Goathead. Let me remind you something, big boy. Take your fat ass back to the front line and go on the treadmill and take a walk, you joik.
Is your nickname Douchebreaker?
Gator McCookey. How about we just call you Gator the Putz? You know, I'll say this with no shame. I will knock you out in one punch like Mike Tyson did to Holyfield. So get your ass out of my face, or you're gonna have loose teeth. Now, next question. Melonhead? Hey, Rickhead, I'm gonna tell you something now, you joke. Get out of my face and go get me my goddamn burger. Extra cheese, mayo, lettuce, bacon, and that burger better be medium rare. Medium rare, like this. You see that? You see what I'm saying by medium rare? Right there. Read the fine print, dummy. That's how you.
Final question here for you, Beast, from Tom Ace.
Are you on crack? Seriously, Tom Ace? Tom Ace, I'm going to tell you something, you jerk. The only thing you have in life is cross-dressers coming in your bedroom and kissing your ass. So get out of my face and take a walk. Or if you can't do that, go to Pennsylvania and go get your ass licked by a bunch of chicken heads, you moron.
Whoa. Family show, Beast. Family program.
Mike Rotunda, you want your 1040? I'll tell you what, I'll give you your IRS. How about you do this? I'll give you your taxes right here. Here you go. Service with a smile. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans of all ages, welcome to the event of the year, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the Asmaniac Rumble.
I don't know why he wants us to rumble so bad. Peacebreaker, I got a question for you.
Let's go. Let's go. Talk game. Talk game. All the same. Now you're hearing real music in the back.
You want to be my friend or no?
Hey, if you can step up to this, you know who that is? That's Fife from 1993. Real champions.
I don't care about 1993.
Yes, it is. That album came out in 93 because I have the album and I got the proof.
That's great. That's great.
And you know who's in that band?
Beast. All right.
Yeah, who's crying? Who's crying?
All right, Beast, I got a question for you.
Come on, let's go.
All right. How did you find Jake Shaw?
Use my head, not my ass.
Okay.
Hey, did you ever watch Braveheart?
Yes. I like that movie. Mel Gibson.
Do you remember what the one guy said? Before using this, use this.
He stinks.
Common sense. No, I don't stink.
All right.
Let's go,
you
son.
know, when you were talking about your family and everything, that resonated with me. So I wanted you to be my friend. Do you want to be my friend?
Hey, if you're willing to jump on the train, here's the deal. Come on the train. But I'm doing the driving. Just sit back and buckle up.
I drive myself. Thank you.
No. Well,
yeah.
Here's the coach seat. Go in the back of coach and don't worry. We'll get you a nice dinner. How does a Salisbury steak and some corn and some mashed potatoes sound to you?
How do you make your steak?
Medium rare.
No, but how do you cook it?
You let it marinate for at least a while, at least 5-6 hours. Once it's ready,
you marinate it with what?
You go with a little Worcestershire, a little teriyaki, and then a little seasoned salt and some pepper. Or if not, go and get your steakhouse seasoning. Throw that on there. Nicely do it. Nicely. Rub it on there.
You ever try barbecue sauce? You ever try Kinder's barbecue?
You don't do it that way. Gordon Ramsay would have told you no. Gordon would have said, what are you, an idiot?
Kinder's barbecue is good with the steak. It's good with it. Try it.
I'm a 15-year pro. I know what the hell I'm doing. I got the experience. I know what I'm doing. It's not rocket science. It's up here. Common sense.
Can you show me your titles?
Do you know what my numbers are? Former 2-time Grand Slam champion, former 3-time Triple Crown champion, 5-time back-to-back champion, and former single-time champion. I have more awards than I've done in my life. I've done my bleeding, the sweat, the tears. Most men like me don't come once in a lifetime. You look like Terry Funk, Dory Funk, Harley Race, Ric Flair, Joe Briscoe, Jerry Briscoe.
The internet for Beast, man. But good passion there. You know, Mike tried to become a friend with him, and he couldn't handle the Beast.
Yeah. Wow.
Now, can we get a fact checker on the line here to figure out Beast Breaker's accolades and what's real and what's not?
That's true. Yeah. Can we get something on that?
No. Shout out to Jimmy Jets. He gifted 5 memberships on your channel, Paul.
Okay, here are the 5. Aaron Gertz, the proverbial life, Black Jet, Emanin, and I think we got Yo Holmes there. Excellent. Nice.
Spectacular. Jeffrey R. has gifted 5 channel memberships. Jeffrey, we got you down for 5 in the next raffle. I don't know if I can't get your list of names because it's too far up in the chat, and YouTube's a pain in the ass. But if you got a membership from Jeffrey, make sure you thank him. Chew was a big fan of Beast Breaker's burger takes. I did agree with the medium rare. I don't know if you had a thought on that.
I'm normally a medium guy, but you could get me on medium rare. Sure.
Rick Gordon says if they go for a defensive coach, you must have a strong OC. If they go for an offensive coach, must have a strong DC. This has to be well thought out. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, And also, if they hire a defensive coach, which of the candidates that feels like most Jet fans want, they need a real plan for who the OC is. I mean, that's without question the bottom line.
I'm super curious to see what, if it's AG, what's AG's, what's his choice? Who's the secret Lions guy, right? Like 49ers, when Saleh was hired, was it going to be Mike McDaniel at the time or Mike LaFleur? He had Mike LaFleur. That was his plan. Who is AG's plan? That'll be curious.
A lot of questions for Beastbreaker here. Emmanuel, Jake, don't forget to ask Beastbreaker the Japanese lineage that Philly Noodles wanted to ask him. Yes, I'm still confused by what his question was. But something about having lineage in Japan. There's a lot of untapped discovery we got to deal with Beast. Definitely got to get into it.
That's for sure. We again, some fact checking is in order.
Scott Foster writes in, Beast might try to eat Gator's ear like Tyson did.
That's not a bad strategy to try to see what you can do.
Yeetus, who just got a membership earlier this show, writes in, dude looks like cottage cheese in plastic bag.
Jesus. That's colorful. That's vivid. I like that.
25 says, what do I do to look up these accolades? I don't know. You're going to have to really do some research.
Yeah. The Google machine.
That's right. More of your calls. Let's say hello to the great Barbarossa, who's a Friday regular. What's up, Barbarossa?
Oh, what's going on, guys? Happy Friday. Cheers to y'all.
Yeah, Barbarossa,
Cheers.
baby.
I think that the burger take was really good. I don't put ketchup on my burger. I'm an A1 steak sauce guy. I don't know if people like that, but it's something you should definitely try.
I love A1. People look at me crazy that I use A1 on some steak. I think it's perfect.
I use it on steak too, and I mean it's great in my opinion. It's great. If speaking of food though, if we really want Mike Vrabel, what kind of sandwich do you think we got to make for this guy to get him on the team? Because it worked the first time with that wide receiver that played like 3 games
Mike
for us.
Williams.
Yeah, work for him. What kind of sandwich do you think he would want? What kind of sandwich could get him on the team?
I know the perfect guy to ask that question to. Beast, what sandwich should we send to Mike Vrabel?
Give me a second. I was just doing a little catching up in my department. Hello, boys. We got somebody drinking this. We got someone drinking an La Cerveza here.
Senor, sí.
Sí, yo sé, amigo. How you feeling there? How you feeling there, El Canal?
Muy bien.
Estoy buen, amigo. So how you feeling?
Beastbreak, you actually speak Spanish? My wife is Mexican. This is wild. Like this is great.
I had to take it in high school, my friend. It sucked, but I prefer French like a little bit more. You know, on referee.
Beastbreaker, I love you. I respect you. But Jeffrey had just paid off the bounty of all bounties. So we will.
Cheers. I'll drink one out. Pour one out for you, Beast.
Later.
Yeah, you're nothing but a pile of old gabagoo.
Offensive line, defensive line.
Offensive line. The first thing I'm going to address.
No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the
We need
sodomites.
big boys. I shave every day. I also represent real people of Japan.
You understand
here.
me?
Now let's concentrate on
drip?
football. Are you seriously on crack? I think somebody's
Give
going to call the
24
crack
hours to
department.
think about
Retarded questions. How about you bending over and taking up the booty hole behind the 7-Eleven?
We'll never know. We'll never know what sandwich.
We didn't even get to the question. I think Vrabel would be like a roast beef with like some kind of like Swiss cheese, some onion rings, barbecue sauce. But I mean, we really won't ever know.
We won't know. I mean, now I did see this suggestion for 25. Someone quick, give 20 memberships and bring them back. Look, those are the rules. All right, I am a Capelfish. I will bring them out of the hole immediately for a 20 spot. Jeffrey, you're the man, though.
I'll chug a beer if someone does that too, no doubt.
Oh my God. Let me just rattle off the 20 here real quick. It won't be easy, but it is certainly deserving. Phil, 2 a.m. Burrito, Sean, Jets Pauly, Stephen James, Recipes Reed, Middle Gator, Brandon Sanzone, Mr. Downtown, Tom Ruck, the real Robert Saleh. I don't think so. Tom Murray, Christopher Phillips, Kevin Hayes, Judah, Zach Holmes, Crunching Numbers, John Levinson, Jonathan, all receiving channel memberships. Congratulations. Wow. What a moment in time.
By the way, shout out, J-Boy gifted, I for some reason won't let me read them, but J-Boy gifted 20 Boy Green Coffee Club memberships as well. So,
shit.
Shout out. But yeah, none of the names are available on YouTube for whatever reason. I don't know if there's some sort of issue happening there, but hey, shout out to J-Boy. Thank you.
Holy crap. Look, it's not 20 memberships, but I don't care. A 50 spot to bring the Beast back from the home.
Beast Breaker 666. He's the man who would kick your ass. And then he's gabagoo.
So the sandwich, Beast. What kind of sandwich?
I'll tell you what. If you really want a good sandwich, I'll tell you what. There's a place out in Jersey. I know the guy very, very well. He makes great sandwiches. Yeah, I'll think of the name and he'll come to me. But if you want a good sandwich, this is what you do. Italian beef at the bottom. Italian beef at the bottom. We put corned beef right on top of the corned beef, or the corned beef to the roast beef. Then we do a little salami, a little bit of cheese, and extra. If you want to add a little extra, throw that Virginia ham on there, nice and fresh, but it has to be sliced thin. Go gabagoo, extra cheese, and last but not least, put a little mustard there, and then the granddaddy of them all, mayo on the top. Lettuce shredded, and make sure. Yummy.
Beast, I can't believe this, but one of your arch nemesis has just called in to challenge you. Buckle up.
Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans of all ages, welcome to the event of the year, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the Asmaniac Rumble.
What do we have here? Look at this guy. This guy looks like a jamoke from the shores.
Oh,
this
before
guy.
we talk about gabagoo. Oh, let me get some words in. All right. First of all, look, the Jets. What do you think of this? Aaron Rodgers, quarterback. Josh Allen, quarterback. Patrick Mahomes, quarterback. And we bring back Tom Brady. You try to tell me that those four quarterbacks aren't going to make a difference? You tell me.
First of all, time out. Before you jump your belts,
look,
Tom Brady is happily retired.
No, he's still got something. You don't know what you're talking about. Hey, you don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, in Tony Soprano's words, hey, relax.
Hey.
Relax before you blow up with blood pressure.
Oh, hey.
I'm not gonna tell you again. Relax.
Oh, hey.
Relax.
Oh.
Relax, blood pressure.
Oh.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
Oh.
You're talking to the man here.
You're making me upset. I'm getting upset.
Yeah, getting upset. What? What are you getting upset at?
You.
Well, get out of here then. Get out of here then. Go. 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 If you're gonna act like a crybaby, go.
Oh, I'm getting upset. I'm getting upset. I can't feel this way. I need a new diaper. Ma, meatloaf and a diaper change.
This is embarrassing. Jake, this is embarrassing to the public. I'm not going to listen to this crap.
What?
You're making a damn fool of yourself.
Mahomes on the Jets, along with Tom Brady and Josh Allen on the Jets. Is it going to make a difference? That's a winning combination.
First of all, you're making a scene out of yourself. You're making an ass out of yourself. And in the words of the great Gorilla Monsoon, you're making an ultimate ass out of yourself, and you're not acting like a normal human being.
If you're going to point,
please be normal. Please act normal.
That you don't use to clean the funnel butt.
If you're gonna act this way towards me, I'm not gonna act like I'm not gonna hear this BS. Stop. Get out of here, Jake. Get rid of this jerk. I don't want to hear him. I don't want to hear him. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. Take a goddamn walk.
Oh.
Do you understand me? Take a walk. I said take a walk.
Where am I going?
You know where you're going. To the front, to the back of the line. Now get your ass out of here and act like a civilian and do your part like everybody else. Get in the back of the line.
He told me to get to the back of the line, Jake. I don't like when people tell me to get to the back of the line.
Get used to it, son.
Right.
If you're gonna act like a jackass, if you're gonna act like an ass, go in the back of the line. Get in the back of the line. I'm not gonna accept you. I'm not gonna accept you.
I will go to the back
Get
of
in
the
the line.
For you.
Good.
All right.
Now shut up and get in the back. Give me a real person to talk to. I'd like to speak to Bobby, but he's a little sick right now. I hope he gets better soon.
I'm better, Beast. How you doing?
Hey, Hey, we sang you that Whopper song. Hey, Jake, let's give him that Whopper song. Whopper, Whopper at BK. We're on the move at BK. Have it your way. You rule.
You rule, yeah.
Hey, I hope you get that job at Burger King, my friend. You deserve it.
Wait a minute. I got to call up either tomorrow, maybe a call tomorrow.
Hey, I hope you get
my they don't have what's it called, a boiler down there anymore. It broke, so it was freezing while I was still sick. I'm a lot better now. They put it like a
Oh Jesus. I hope you're feeling better. Hey, as long as you're healthy, that's the best part, my friend. You're a good guy. I can't take nothing away from you. You're a good you're a good guy. That last guy you heard on there, I don't know who he was, but he something weird off the street.
That's Gator,
Oh, what a segment that was, huh?
Wow.
Fart Knocker 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the show. Going at it with Beast, man.
It was intense.
Mimosa wrote, "Wasn't Beast in the hole?" He was, and then Jets Johnny paid $50 and wrote, "Unleash the Beast."
That'll do it.
That's it. V-Man with a super chat. How about a triple lettuce sandwich? Here we go. Another V-Man Puerto Rican sandwich. You know what? I'm just going to bring V-Man on because he's on hold, and then we'll get to the last few calls here. Here we go.
It's time for another V-Man call. Hopefully he not sleeping. Adios mio.
Let me guess. You think that Beast Breaker would enjoy this sandwich, V-Man?
No, I was saying is you said no about the sandwich to bring in Mike Vrabel. It's a damn good. It's a damn good sandwich.
Barbarossa, I see you're on hold. I'm putting you back on for a second. Yay or nay? You think the sandwich would get it done?
That shit looks delicious, dude. I'm like, I gotta David T this shit, but it looks
you
good.
You gotta find a really good Puerto Rican food truck, and the best it stacks so thick it's best to share with a friend because they stack it super thick.
Oh, good thing I'm married. How do you find a Puerto Rican food truck? What would I be looking for?
You look for the flag.
Yeah, of course. You look for the flag. You look for the flag, or it's gonna have a frog on the side. It's gonna have a frog on the side. It's gonna be a flag, or a frog.
All right.
Or there's gonna be fucking salsa music playing.
I was just gonna ask, like, is there music? Can I hear this truck? Probably. Like that makes
like an
sense.
ice cream truck. You hear it?
Yeah, exactly.
You're
Spicy.
You're gonna hear like Mark Anthony playing.
Wow.
Also, wait.
Okay.
That sandwich sounds even better now.
I'm glad Rick Kick caught this. I have to David T this shit. Using that as a verb was incredible. I don't want that to be lost.
Yeah, I know they got overlooked there. That was.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, this is hard. This is hard shit. This orange wine cask 8-year age rum finish.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Your drink shouldn't have so many words in them. Like I just drink beer. Let's go. It's one word. I don't know.
It's just an 8 years aged rum that then they finish in a cask for Spanish orange wine.
All right, that does sound like something a pirate would drink. So I guess that's cool. I'm not a big like spirits guy, but I guess that'll do. That'll do.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm big on this, but I was going to talk about when I said earlier about Glenn and the rivalries, like because you think about it when you think about look, coaches will always talk about the importance of winning division games and the rivalries, but I think there's a difference to it when you yourself have been in the shoes of those players, when you yourself have taken part in those rivalry games. You know the jubilation of victory, the sting of defeat. You know that there's a different intensity. It's like when you go back to the 80s and you think how Mike Ditka approached Bears-Packers games. Even though the Packers were terrible, they always brought an intensity to those games. And I think the Jets have kind of lacked a bit of intensity in their divisional matchups at times. Look at this game. Look at the recent game against the Bills. There was nothing there. They didn't have an ounce of fight in them. You think Aaron Glenn is going to sit there and let the Bills run roughshod over the Jets?
I would hope not.
Yeah.
Because he was there. He remembers the games what was it? Because it was 98. They beat the Bills to get to the division. They beat the Bills to win the division title that year.
The hamburger says you look like a dirty Q-tip right now. Any response?
No, I could care less.
Ian wants to know how you feel about Beastbreaker speaking more Spanish than you.
Hey, look. I acknowledge that I have a learning disability. It makes me hard to learn. It makes it difficult for me to learn Spanish. It doesn't mean that I can't. And I'm trying. Hey, it's not like I'm not trying.
Hey, V-Man, how old are you? I saw there's another comment that someone said they can't tell if you're 45 or 19.
I'm 20. I'm going to be 29 this year.
Okay, so somewhere in the middle.
I know. I'm terrified of it.
D-Rob says you're drunk as a skunk.
No, this is only my first class, and I'm probably going to cut it as it is.
I see. Joshua says, bring Beastbreaker back. See, this is what I mean. People want him to go, and then the second he's gone, they want him back. It's a conundrum.
It's strange. It is truly strange, but
I had one guy send him to the hole, and then another guy immediately paid to bring him back
in the hole. A lot of
yeah,
holes,
but no,
in and out. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that's that's the thing I like about Glenn, and also obviously, let's be honest, snubbing the Patriots in an interview is going to win you points with this fan base, 90% of the fan base.
That was awesome.
It was
Alan doesn't believe your age.
Yes, that is my age. August 27th, 1996 was the day I was born.
Do you have your birth certificate?
8:32 a.m. I'm not gonna pull out I don't need to pull out birth records. It's does this amount of gray in my hair look like someone who is not 20, not in his late 20s?
Yes, yeah, that looks like more gray than a typical 29-year-old. Yes.
Yeah.
It definitely looks above average. I don't know what the line is, but that looks above. No offense. But...
It's faulty genetics. That's what it is. Everyone in my family gets gray hair, and yeah, it's I've had gray hair since I was 8 years old.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, V-Man. We accomplished a lot during this call. Barbarossa, you've been a big part of the show. Both of you, I salute both of you. Thank you.
Take care. Happy Friday, y'all.
And by the way,
that's the end of that V-Man call. Now he can go back to sleeping.
By the way, what, V-Man? By the way, what? We'll never know. We'll never know. We got to get to a guy on the line that I didn't think he'd call in. I thought he was under the weather. I thought he was sick. And then all of a sudden, he popped in. And he got a chance to say hello to Beast. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course.
You're feeling better, Bobby?
Maybe. Yeah, you feeling better, bud?
Because I got heat now. 2 days I didn't have heat. I was sick in the dog. So how you doing?
Were you bundled up? Were you wearing that robe and a bunch of layers?
Well, first when the heat went off, I had to wear my jacket I wore at the game. Remember the jacket I wore?
Oh, the jacket that Jay Quest humped you in?
Yeah.
Wow. For those who don't know, yeah, let's see if I have this video handy here. This is the jacket that Bobby wore.
Oh no!
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
what did V-Man say, Jake? What
He
year
said he's
was
29.
August 27th, he said?
I don't. Are you already like putting it in your calendar to sing happy birthday to him?
No.
Oh, that's
yeah,
nice.
yeah. Well, mine is August 29th. So it's 2
Oh.
days. Not the same age, but the same year. Day, the month. So, how you doing, Jake? Doing good?
I'm good. Let me ask you this, Bob, because you and Beastbreaker didn't get off on the right foot, but now you guys seemingly are friends. What would be your piece of advice to Dave Briga and the rest of the chat, the Peter Castros that don't like
Well,
me?
I think the biggest thing with him, he doesn't have to scream. We're in the same room. He just has to calm down, which he's doing. I think he's doing a lot better than yelling and screaming.
I see.
Good.
So you're doing good. You going to the game tonight, Nick? The next game?
I am. They're playing the Thunder.
Oh,
Good game.
again? They played them over there and we lost, right?
Yeah, we got to get them. Jeffrey wants me to send JV to the hole. Jeffrey, unfortunately, we didn't hit the bounty for JV in the 30 minutes I had it up, so
Who
he's
is
safe.
JV anyway? I never heard of him.
He's a troll in the chat. Not a
Oh,
bad
yeah.
guy. He gifted a membership earlier, but a bit of a troll.
Well, yeah. Hi, Alan. How you doing? I saw Alan in the chat.
Let me get to some super chats here. You can stay on, Bobby. Hold on. Hennessy writes in, I'm with Ed. Offer Vrabel $20 million a year and force the Patriots to overpay. Also, hearing Glenn turn down the Pats makes me like him even more. Henny, I'm with you. We hit on that earlier. And Boy Green, like, even if they can't get Vrabel, offer a stupid offer. So Robert Kraft, who's known to be cheap, has to pay up. That's what I would do.
100%, because obviously Vrabel's going to turn around and say, hey, the Jets offered this, and he's going to be forced to match. So, yeah, make them pay a higher price. That's better than just not getting him for nothing.
100%. Let's see. The other comment here was from the great Rick Kent. Melonhead said Tyson knocked Holyfield out with one punch. In reality, it was Holyfield who knocked Mike Tyson out in 96, and then in 97, Tyson was DQ'd for biting Holyfield's ear. So a little fact check from the great Rick Kent.
Fact check.
We got to get to the bottom of the Triple Crowns and the other accomplishments of Beast.
That'll take deeper research than this show will allow, I think.
That is true. By the way, Beast is back from the hole, and he wrote in, he had a strong statement here. To all the jerks who hate me, get used to it. And immediately, Peter Castro wrote, shut up, turd brain. Bobby, any message to Peter Castro?
Peter Castro, he just has to calm down, and when he calms down, he's a great guy. I think he's like me. I'm crazy as hell. Anyway. So,
great guy.
Yeah. Do you think we're going to get Jake? Do you think we're going to get what's his name? Grable. I want Grable.
I don't think they're going to get Vrabel. I think he's going to go to New England.
Oh no, please no, because I have to owe Ted $20. Come on, no.
Wow. You owe Ted $20 if he goes to the Patriots?
Yeah, and then if he goes to Jets, he owes me 20.
You got bad odds on that.
If he goes
I don't
to,
love that bet. Yeah, I don't love that bet.
Well, Jake,
when did you
you're
make that
awesome.
bet?
Jake, you're awesome. Hey, I'll talk to you later. You be good.
So you're feeling better though, Bobby? I want to make sure that you're back to normal
Yeah,
health.
do I look a lot better than I did the other day when I called in?
I don't. You didn't call in when you were super sick. You
No,
said,
I did one time. Remember to talk to that dumbass Type 2 guy, Kevin Type 2.
Oh yeah, I think so. I know all these shows kind of blend together after a while.
Well, I was sick in the dog that day. He said, "Why are you calling? You got relax." I did.
I think Ted's a bad guy though. The fact that you took an even bet when New England was the overwhelming favorite to
No,
get Vrabel.
I made the bet over him. I made the bet. It was my
He
fault.
ripped you off. You should have been.
Yeah.
You should get $100 if Vrabel goes
Exactly.
to the Jets, and you should
Right.
only have to pay 20 if he goes to New England.
Because of the odds. Yes, I agree.
Working like okay.
Yeah,
never mind.
Ted, you swindled you, Bobby. He did it again.
did.
That bastard.
He definitely did.
Well,
that bastard. That rat bastard. Ted, you.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Piece of
you,
trash.
You're a garbage
do
man, Ted. You're
Yeah.
a garbage human.
Lesser
Oh,
human.
he's not a garbage human. He's a
Gator
cockster.
writes in, Bobby has the energy of Jimmy Carter.
Jesus Christ.
Gator, you're great. You're wonderful. I love that video made of me and Beast. I'm telling you, that was great. And then, yeah, Peter Castro hitting him over the head. But,
With the chair.
you know,
Yeah, it was
the
good.
chair, yeah. Yeah.
Did people notice that
But-
was Castro, by the way? I don't think enough people paid attention
It
to
has
the Beast video.
Castro right on his thing.
I know, But the guy Billy M messaged me. He goes, "Hey, did Gator use me hitting Beast with the chair?" I go, "No, that's Peter Castro."
No, that's Peter Castro. No, that's Peter Castro.
Yeah.
I like the backwards hat though, Bobby. That's a good look.
What hat are you wearing?
I'm wearing Adelaide.
How come you never wear any Jake Asman show hats anymore?
Okay, I wear them the next time I'm on.
I haven't seen that hat. I haven't seen any of the Jake Asman show hats in a long time in any of your.
I have them right here. I just like the Adelaide.
Put it on. Put it on.
So what time do you go? What time do you go tomorrow?
I'll be live in the 11 a.m. hour tomorrow.
And who's your special guest? Tell me, and then I wear a hat.
You'll have to find out.
No, you don't get a hat.
My special guest is none other than Beastbreaker 6666.
All right, that's good. I wear.
Hold on, fellas.
Hey, play that song again. Play the Bee Gees again. I love Bee Gees.
Oh no, copyright, can't have it.
Oh yeah, you get in trouble. Oh shit.
Yeah, we can't be playing music. Come on now.
Yeah.
Because you get monetized, right? Unmonetized, man.
You can't play copyrighted music. YouTube will take a
No, if you're monetized, you can't. When you're unmonetized, you can't until you get.
Sure, right. You can do whatever you want if you're unmonetized. That's correct.
All right, Jake. You. Okay. Hold on. Let me get my check. Yeah, I have them. Just got to get them. Okay, hold on. I got it right here. Yep, got it right here. I'll wear it for it so you can see it.
All right.
I got to get a haircut, man. Ooh,
the hair is mighty long.
There's a lot of lettuce up there. Yeah.
Yeah, how's that, Jake? Is that good for you?
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, that looks
I got to
good.
wear fronts. Okay, so I got to shave tonight. I got to get rid of that beard. I feel like
Bobby, we're all good now, right, Bobby?
Okay, you have a great. You got a great day, Jake. I love you.
Oh,
you know I love you.
Not even
Green's a good guy.
Oh, that's not nice. Come on, Bobby.
Oh, that's not nice. Oh, yeah, calling me not nice. You're a liar. So goodbye.
Whoa, Bobby.
What? Whoa.
You're a liar. Goodbye.
Bobby. You and
Bobby.
Boy Green got to clear the air.
We got to clear the air, Bobby. Come on, Bobby.
I have to clear no air with him.
Yes,
Okay,
clear the
look
air.
like
I'm going to
he's
step
fine.
away. You two hash.
Oh, well, I'm
Come on, Bobby.
stepping away.
Can I have a hug, Bobby? Oh, Bobby.
Man, sad.
Well, you know, I need to find Matt O'Leary. He's supposed to come on my show. I want his butt on a stick.
Bobby, be nice to Boy Green. You guys can squash whatever beef you have.
That'll
Apparently.
be next. The next, Dr. Asman. I can't wait for that episode. Fix it. We'll fix it all.
Man, Bobby could get along with Beastbreaker, but he can't get along with Boy Green.
It's a tough
Unreal.
world out there. It's a tough world.
Joshua has gifted 5 channel memberships. Joshua, thank you, my man, for supporting the show. We'll get you in the raffle. For those who missed the announcement earlier, it's a full-size helmet, and I was able to get another Jet replica Super Bowl ring. So that will be the second place prize. The Rodgers jersey will be the third place prize. So this is the biggest raffle we've ever done in terms of the quality of prizes.
Holy crap.
We'll do it at some point next week. I want to give people more time to get in. It is an awesome ring. I cannot stress this enough. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's Joe.
Yeah,
Ray.
it's coming off great. Is this a new camera, Jake?
No, same camera. I got the perfect
It's
lighting.
focusing incredibly well on all those diamonds there. Wow. That's
cool.
nice.
Now I will warn you all, it is a replica ring, but it's not plastic. It's like some sort of
but still
metal
cool.
for it. Yeah. But anyway, Joshua, thank you for gifting it. JoJo says missed the Yankees hat. Yeah, Bobby, call him with the Yankees hat, one of the calls too.
Yeah.
I'm with you, JoJo. All right, there's a guy on the line that has just been in tremendous controversies. And his internet stinks, so who knows if we're even going to be able to hear him out. But ladies and gentlemen, one of our final callers on this stream is B-Mac.
B-Mac. Look at my TV. B-Mac. I love Aaron Rodgers. Jets. Go Jets. Hey guys. Good in. Two great legends, Jake, Paul. I just want to talk to Beastbreaker. I want to give him some love and respect. So can you get Beastbreaker?
He's not currently on the line right now.
Oh.
And also, if
Okay.
I put the two of you on together, that might be the worst connected phone call in the history of YouTube.
Okay.
Or maybe just in the history of the telephone call. That'd be the worst connected call ever.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, well, I just want to say to Beast Breaker, you are the man. You are like a old school Stone Cold Steve Austin, and F the haters. And
Are you going to
I always like
apologize Are you going to apologize to Jay Graves after your remarks about hitting a woman?
All right. Yes. Can you put me on camera by myself?
I can.
Yes, I'm gonna apologize. All right. Jay Graves, I'm sorry for what I said. I feel really, really, really bad. The reason I said that because I was shocked that you came after me because I'm a big fan of you. I would never hit a woman. I was raised by women, my mom and my grandma, and they told me to respect women. So that was a heat of the moment. Jay Graves, if you'd like to come on the show and we can talk it out, and I will be happy to apologize to you face to face. And it was just a heat of the moment because again, a little bit surprised that you came after me because before that I really did like you and was a huge fan. I apologize. Oh boy.
Now look what you've done. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the Sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give them another 24 hours to think about it.
It's up for the chat to decide, and the Asmaniac community decided they accept BMAC's apology. But rules are rules. When a bounty is met, like it is here from Jeffrey R., we follow it. Ladies and gentlemen, 20, that's right, 20 memberships from Jeffrey Moneybags R. Vero Beach, NY Jets, Black Fry, ADR, John, Alex Swain, Kylie Medina, Semi, Ken Burgos, David Giron, Frank Whitmire, Brandon Frey, Javier Santos, Luis Rivas, Mr. Olomoski, Mark Goldstein, Dino, Matt Morano, I messed that one up, Atticus Hamilton, all receiving channel memberships. 20 spot from Jeffrey. Jeffrey, you are the man. Appreciate your support as always. Man, Chipotle has been paid for tonight. Boy Green, your thoughts?
Yeah, boom. I love it. Absolutely. What a show. A lot to unpack with this show. A lot of there and there. Yeah.
Yeah. One last call here. You ready for this?
Sure. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Purple Belt Mike. Hello, Mike.
Yo, I wanted Boy Green's thoughts on Josh McCown as the head coach.
Yeah, I would love to take the risk. Obviously, it'd be a risk. Josh McCown has not had a long coaching history, but what I think people miss about McCown is that he played from like 2002 to 2020, and he was basically a coach for a big-ass pile of that time. Like, he was mostly a backup quarterback throughout his career, and he was a coach before he was even labeled a coach. I think that should be sort of factored into the coaching experience. But I'm willing to risk it, man. He seems like, by all accounts, this leader of men, stand-up guy, relationships all across the league. If they're going to go frisky, why wouldn't you rather go Josh McCown than some of these other retreads that haven't had that level of success? I think Josh McCown should be pretty high on the list. I think Connor Rogers did a really good job pounding the table for him.
Yeah, I agree. Also, I like the Sean McVay tree, and he's a part of it, which kind of makes me even more. The more and more I read into Josh McCown, the more and more I like it. Like I told Jake before, he's been a part of, I think it's like 11 organizations, 12 organizations.
Yeah.
So he knows the good, the bad, the ugly, the great. So I think he's grooming to be the head coach, and he can be the guy here. I think to really turn this team around. Even though the more and more I see Aaron Glenn, I like him now.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Aaron Glenn's higher on my list than him, but again, if Josh McCown gets hired, there's a lot of other things you'd rather be mad about on a different candidate. Josh McCown would be something we could all rally around, I think.
He needs a really experienced staff. Like, there has to be a couple former head coaches on that staff helping him if you're going to go in that direction.
I wouldn't mind Nagy on his staff or Ron Rivera on his staff. Even I
Ron
wouldn't want
Rivera
them
would
as
make
head
sense.
coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Matt
wouldn't want them as head
Eberflus,
coaches, but
former head
Sure.
coaches on his staff you needed. Also,
Yes.
Mike, do you not believe in lights? I don't understand why you're always in the darkness now.
I'm not always in the dark. Before
Look
I
at you.
wasn't in the dark.
I don't even remember what you look like. It's sad what's happening here.
It's almost
Oh
like
my
a shade of
God.
purple going
Look,
on in there. Yeah.
Look, so I have the LEDs on, so I turned it off.
Wow, look at that! Look at that TV setup. Very
it's
nice.
good to be
Yeah.
PBM. Damn.
So hold on.
Holy
Here, let
shit.
me get the green for you. This is what happens for Jet games.
Okay.
So now when I got Jet games, I got the green.
Wow.
Going. You know what I'm
Holy
saying?
shit.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Look at you. That was Inception. I just saw you on the TV there.
Yeah. So when I'm chilling,
Do you study
That's
back
it.
the tape like Beastbreaker? You look back at your calls?
no, I don't do anything like that. No. I don't care what I sound like, what I look like. I don't really give a shit. I just try to have friends with the Asmaniacs. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But Boy Green, are you worried about Beastbreaker taking your black belt? You know what I'm saying?
I just saw that. That was a pretty imposing intro video he has there. I don't
Yeah.
know. We didn't get to talk about his martial arts expertise, but yeah, I'm quaking in my Dobok.
Yeah, he's a 5-time Quaker champion or something. He said.
Yeah.
Around
Can
the
we
globe.
get that confirmed? That's what I'd like. to know.
I think it was in Japan. He said, right?
Yeah, it sounded
in
sort of
Japan.
right, but yeah, I need
Yeah.
to see the titles. You asked him, "Where's the titles?" I want to see the
I
titles.
wanted to see the titles. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to,
See, you asked to see my titles. Boom, Jake Asman. Boom. Where's his
You're
title?
traditional jujitsu, or was
Traditional Taekwondo. I've done
Taekwondo.
Tang Sudo and Taekwondo. Tang Sudo is art of the fist. Taekwondo, art of the leg.
that nice?
And that's
You might
not
be a
all.
Are you a Yair Rodriguez fan?
Yes,
Yeah, he's the best Taekwondo guy in UFC. The guy's awesome.
I love it, and also the Wonder Boy. I love Wonder Boy too. He's great.
I met Wonder Boy. Actually twice.
Holy shit! Yeah, he
So
seems like an
one-
awesome dude.
So I train at Sarah's place, and Sarah was is Chris Weidman's coach. So I saw him ringside when they fought at UFC Long Island, like
Yeah.
2019, I think maybe
Mm-hmm.
before that. And then I went to UFC Buffalo in 2021, I think it was UFC Buffalo.
Damn.
And I saw him walking Niagara Falls with my wife. So we got
Really?
pictures with him.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so cool, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
Tom Ace is a huge Tiger Showman fan.
Okay, there you go.
Tiger Showman's karate. Yeah. Big fan.
Yeah, I like that.
Anyway,
Yeah, I
Mike,
ran
good
into
call.
Uriah Faber, so I appreciate that, BBM.
Yeah, man. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, Purple Belt Mike. Very nice super chat here from Dirty Ray. Dirty Ray, I appreciate you joining the Patreon. I hope you heard the shout out I gave you the other day. Best Jets content creator in the business. Thank you, Dirty Ray. There's a lot of great ones out there, Boy Green included. So we're grateful that despite how dog crap the team has been,
that's true.
A lot of us have successful channels and can talk about it, despite the fact the team's been awful.
There we go, baby.
Jet fans are the best.
sure.
Let's see. Frank writes, I remember Gio from the fan took a shot at Jake saying he's trying to get views even though the show blows Gio out the water. Well, one, I appreciate the kind words, Frank. And two, Gio took a shot at me for having Beningo on after Salah got fired, but I guess he didn't know that, one, I have Joe on every week, and two, I've been doing Jet YouTube this is my 4th season now doing it. So it's not like I just started this. Been doing this for a while.
By the way, what's the insult of trying to get views? Aren't we all trying to get views? What am I missing there?
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't get ratings, you would not be able to be the morning show host on WFAN. It's kind of how it
That
works.
would be it, I'd imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, that was ridiculous when he said that. When he said it, but whatever. All right, one last call here. I thought that was going to be the last one.
Okay.
But this guy called in, and I'm curious what he has to say. A lot has happened on the show, and this guy is certainly someone that has a very unique perspective on a lot of things.
Women. Hey guys, how's it going today?
Rob? What's up, Rob?
Good. How are you, boy, George?
Yeah, I'm doing awesome, Rob.
I'm calling because Jake, I kind of see like what's been going on lately, and it kind of seems like more and more that the Aaron Glenn possibility could possibly happen, and the fact of Justin Field maybe being our bridge quarterback. And I'm thinking that it's going to play out that way. And I'm hoping it doesn't. You know, I'd rather have Vrabel, or I would rather have Flores, because I think that those guys are experienced. I'm warming up a little bit to Aaron Glenn, the fact that, you know, he still calls Bill Parcells today, asking him advice on, you know, certain situations and stuff. So I think that's very respectful that he does that. But I just don't think that he's ready for a head coaching job. What do you think, Boy Green, there, first of all?
Did you call him Boy George at first?
Yes, I did. Sorry, buddy.
No, that's okay. That got me
Holy
laughing.
crap,
That was
a 20 spot. Are you kidding me? Sound the alarms. This is unbelievable. Holy Jeffrey, I'm hitting it again.
Let's get bricked up.
Yeah, baby. It's all the feels. 20 from Jeffrey, Atlanta Jets fan, Sam Caruso, Vince Milton, Atanas Helen, J.C. Winkler, Anthony Izzo, Jets and Barbarellas, Matthew, Pablo, Sean Evans, KJ in Colorado, Dylan Messiah, Jalen Roberts, Anthony East, Captain Kekno, Get Silly. Holy crap, there's more names. Chris, that might have been 20. My God, a fury of memberships here from Jeffrey R. Jeffrey, you are the man, my friend. You have a great chance of winning this. I'll tell you that much with all your entries I'm about to add. Wow.
So cool.
Anyway, your thoughts on what Rob was saying before we got derailed there.
Yeah, no, he asked, you know, he doesn't believe that AG's ready. And to be honest, I think you could bring up that question with every coordinator that's never been a head coach before. Are they ready? Only God knows. The thing I would say about AG is he was the finalist. I don't know if you saw this, Jake, because I forgot about this. I think it was Play Like a Jet who shared it on social, but AG was the finalist in the Denver Broncos search a couple years ago. He lost out to Nathaniel Hackett. So he almost had his chance to be head coach. It fell through. He's gotten a lot of chances over the years. I don't know. It feels like he's as ready as he's going to be. Obviously, the more time you get, I guess, the better you can be. But, man, I think Aaron Glenn is finally ready. Look at his resume. Look what he's been able to accomplish. The scouting, the coaching, the playing, all of it. Yeah, I think he's ready.
Your thoughts on being called Boy George?
I think he's done that before coming on, whether on purpose or accident. Either way is funny. But hey, who doesn't love Culture Club? You know, come a chameleon. I mean, that's a great jam, man. So yeah, Boy George, what an honor.
Jets Johnny says Bernard with a fraudulent apology. Were you buying the apology from BMAC there?
You know, it seemed, I was going to say sort of sincere, but I guess that makes it the fraudulent apology, you know, from the bottom of his heart. There seemed to be a lot of the worst kind of apologies are when you qualify, you know, when you qualify them and say, you know, for those who I may offend or things of that nature. And it sounded like we were getting some of those vibes.
Dave Briga chimes in. Bernard has really lost all his luster. It's bound to happen. His light has grown very dim. Dave, how was your vacation down in Florida going? I'm curious. You haven't called in.
Yeah.
Jeffrey R says that was for calling Paul Boyd George. I mean, look, Rob said what he said. I don't think it was hole-worthy, Jeffrey, but we got him out of there. You know, I appreciate the support.
There you go.
And
hey,
look,
whatever works. Yeah.
Rob, I still think is a fantastic caller. I've met him in person. I think he's a good guy. So I think we're all good. I don't think Boy Green is that offended. So I think we're all on the same page.
No, I thought it was funny.
Oh man, this was one of the more wild shows I've done, and I've done a lot of wild shows over the last year, 2 years. This show has really become a full-time thing for me. So I appreciate it as always, Boy Green. Thanks for hopping on. I'm sure we'll check in next week. We might have a GM by then. We'll find out.
That's right. The news is only going to continue to come. Enjoy the next game tonight, Jakey.
I appreciate it. He's Boy Green. My name is Jake Asman. Hey, reminder, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join the Patreon if you want to get access to our Discord, if you want your name added to the intro, if you want 20% off all items in the merch store, if you want any of the other things you hear me talking about, bonus shows, exclusive listener events like our Knicks meetup in March. By the way, to everyone who paid for the Knicks tickets, the deposit is due Monday. So thanks to everyone who paid, and I will secure those tickets for us, and I will email you your tickets as soon as I get them from the Knicks. But appreciate all of you for your support as always. Can't thank everyone who gifted a membership enough. Jeffrey, of course, Jets Johnny with a $50 super chat, Rick Kent, gifted memberships today. Mimosa. I don't want to forget anyone. JV. Just everyone out there. Really appreciate the support. Raffle will be next week. So thanks again to everyone who makes this show so much fun to do. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We're going live at 11 a.m. Frankie V from U Stadium's coming on. So I'll talk to you guys then. JETS, Jets.
Choo-choo. We are all aboard the Lane Train. Hello, Lane.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in months, the Lane Train is back. Good afternoon, Lane.
Hey, Jake.
How are you, Lane?
I'm good. Had a nice beer. Look, the football season is coming up. Going into week 1, I mean, I don't even know who's on the Jets anymore. It's like I totally lost count. They play all these teams coming up. I can't stop thinking about what happened to breaking news from Noble.
Yeah, can you
I don't know if he's dead. I think he went to the hospital. Yeah, that was funny because his girlfriend was acting freaking like looking like a serial killer. That's not alert. With all college starting up again next year. That's all I have to tell you.
Call us back soon, all right? Great to hear from you.
Yeah, okay.
Lane says Knoble is alive. And that's what I'm going with, because he would know.
Jets, Jets.